Hey, okay, so I have my book and I can't seem to put it down. And it's partially because it's good. Like I have to say, I'm gonna pat myself on the back with that one. It's good. It's good. I started writing this book about 18 years ago. Every single chapter in this book was literally written on my cell phone. Any cell phone I had, um, I was using that as a tool. There were times where certain feelings just kind of hit you, or certain thoughts just kind of come across your mind. I'm one of those people who I'm quick to I want to write it down in most cases. So it started out as just a journal. I think, a lot of people have said that. Started out as just a journal. Ironically, the very last chapter in my book was the very first story I ever wrote 18 years ago. That's how long I've been doing this. Um, 18 years ago, I wrote it while on the passenger side headed to New Orleans. I opened up my phone and I really just started typing. And that was the time where you had the little phone that the face slides up and you had the keyboard. I can't remember what kind of phone it was, but I just started writing. And by the time we had made it to New Orleans that day, I was done with that story. Some of the other writings in the book, again, like literally it all happened pretty much the same way. I'm probably shouldn't admit this, but I was writing and driving. There's one in here that's literally titled "Bitch." Probably not what you're thinking. It's about, but it's very interesting. And I was coming back. I was driving back from Lake Charles, and it was just heavy on my head. Like the words were just heavy, but it was a feeling also. So I just decided to play with the word "bitch." Um, again, it's probably not what you're thinking at all. There's another one in here that is the very first story, actually. The very first chapter in the book was the last thing I wrote for this book. So the first thing I wrote is the last chapter, and the very last thing I wrote for this book is the first chapter. Go figure. The book is very raw. I did everything myself, and I'm very proud of that. I'd never done this before, but I wanted to do it. I've spoken with a few different publishers, publishing companies who wanted to publish the book. They wanted to, do the editing and little things like that, but there were a lot of people who wanted to change stuff. I didn't want anything changed. I wanted to keep it just as raw as I wrote it. So everything, I did come across, like in my readings over the last couple of days, looking at it, I did come across, a few little grammatical errors, but hopefully, that doesn't hinder your understanding of the book, at all. But again, I did everything myself, and I'm very, very proud of it. The words and a lot of the excerpts, I truly believe that they will touch you in a lot of different ways, both men and women. So the title of the book is Girl, Get Out of Your Feelings. And I titled that because I'm typically a very strong person, but even your strongest people go through different feelings at times, and you have to deal with those feelings. I deal with my feelings a little bit different from other people. I don't like to show too much weakness, but I'm human, so I have my moments. So there are chapters in this book that both men and women we will gain something from, hopefully, or be able to relate to, for lack of better words, be able to relate to a lot of this stuff I hadn't read in a while, honestly, y'all. I put this entire book together in a day. I woke up one morning, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put it in the book. I had all of my writings emailed to me. Like I email them to myself after I would write them. So I woke up one morning, I pulled them all from the email, and I put them together. I just put the book together. I've been holding on to it for about 4 years now. The book has really been done for 4 years. It's been completed for about 4 years, but just nervous to kind of put it out there, worried about what other people will say, how other people feel about it. I can take constructive criticism but while I can take constructive criticism, I'm really hoping that you all will be nice. Be kind. The few people who I have allowed to read the book, they have loved it, and I don't believe that they'll lie to me. They've loved it. And that made me feel really good, even in my nervousness about putting it out there. So the book is available for to be ordered now. My release date and book signing is scheduled for October 12th. It's up near Southern's campus at the new little coffee shop up there, which I think is just adorable. It's Southern Grind Cafe. So hopefully you all can make it there. It's at 1:00 that day. Southern does have a home game, so I'll be out there tailgating as well. But the book release and book signing will be there from 1 to 3:30. On October 12th. So again, and for everyone who ordered the book early, the first 20, not the first 20. Those people who made the mark by ordering your book in time, you will receive your free tumbler, your free Tea Grants tumbler at the signing, the book release and signing. So they will be there. I have a few more people that I'm just going to give one to just because I can't help it. But again, if you have any questions about how to order the book, let me know. Send me an inbox. Or whatever to ask your questions or to make a comment, whatever it is you want to say. Be nice, though, y'all. I just wanted to share that with you. I was sitting in not really carpool, waiting on my son to come out of practice. And I couldn't put it down. Like I just kept flipping through the chapters, and y'all, I'm like, I don't care what people say. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for this one. I feel like it's very, very creative. It's very, it's good reading. And it's good writing, again, if nobody else is gonna pat me on the back, I'm supposed to be able to do it myself. So, and I hope you all feel the same way about your craft and things that you do. You have to feel confident enough to give yourself praise and not be so much concerned about the naysayers, the ones who don't like it. But again, I truly believe that you all will enjoy the book. So again, if you have not ordered my book yet, girl, get out of your feelings. Even though it says, girl, get out of your feelings, men, you all can actually benefit from this. I mean, it's one of those books where it's like, we all have emotions. We go through stuff. And again, a lot of this stuff, men feel the exact same way that women feel. Some of you all are just not as open to putting it out there as women are. So, it's out there now. I can't even stop it if I wanted to. Again, this book has been 18 years in the making. Didn't start out to be a book. I just woke up a few years ago and just decided I'm going to make it a book. I made it a book. Then I got nervous again. I put it all back on the shelf. I had it printed and everything, y'all. Put it back on the shelf. I was like, nope, not ready. So I had another moment where I just kind of woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm ready. And I just did it. I didn't even want to convince myself of anything else, and I just did it. So it's done. It's out there. I really hope and pray that you all enjoy it. At the book release and book signing, I will be reading some of the book, just a little bit, just enough to give you what to give it to you the way that it was written. I started to do it in video form, but I want to wait until the book release. So hopefully you all can all make it there. If you ordered a book and you cannot make it there, trust and believe I will still get you your book and your tumbler if you're to receive one. I look forward to hearing what you all have to say about my book, Girl, Get Out of Your Feelings. All right, you all enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.